I would literally wake up and reach for my prosthetic eye shell.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode 13. I am your host Alannized and this is Noche De Pendejadas. Para todas las pendejas allá en casita que se están preguntando qué chingados es esto, escuchen pendejas porque me voy a repetir una vez más. Noche De Pendejadas is a weekly episodic show where I go ahead and bring your favorite influencers to chismear, have some cocktails and see what the fuck they are up to. So si tú quieres ver a tu influencer favorito, hazme un pinche favor grandísimo pendeja and stop what you're doing and comment their usernames down below. La semana pasada, you guys, les traje a Bianca Linares y esta semana les traigo a alguien just as exciting. Please welcome my guest tonight, Mireya Mua. Hello, babe. Thank you so much for coming today.
Of course.
For those of you guys that don't know, otra vez for the second or maybe third week in a row, nuestra invitada de hoy is not from LA, California area. This bitch is like a whole fucking country down. Where are you at, bitch?
Not Missouri, that's for sure. From Michigan.
Michigan. That is fucking crazy. When I think about you living in Michigan, I'm like, what the fuck does that bitch do over there?
Like, what do you guys do for fun?
So para todos allá en casita que no conocen a Mireya, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to her para que ella les diga un poquito de quién es y qué hace.
Hey guys, so my name is Mireya Mua. I am a makeup artist from Michigan. I am a Michigander. I am based in Detroit. If you know, you know. If you're from the Dirty D, you know. So I do a little bit of everything. I do TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. I started with Instagram, but I feel like everyone knows me now because of TikTok. So normally they're like, oh, like, yeah, you're like the TikToker. And I'm like, really? You guys think that? Like, I started TikTok because of my kid. Like, I never thought that I would be like big on TikTok.
Me and Mireya actually met not too long ago, bitch. Like, I feel like we recently met el año pasado. I think we were at, if I'm not mistaken, a Lorella like launch party.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were launching, but I was there and she was there. Yo me acuerdo que I went outside, you guys, to get tacos y Mireya was outside and she was doing, you know, like big grown shit and me invitó and I was like, no, yo no hago esas cosas.
Esas cosas son del
kidding. I was like,
diablo.
dámelo.
You're like,
I'm like,
no,
give me
no.
some. But I remember that date te invité to my Halloween party because it was also like the next month era mi fiesta de Halloween, you guys. And I literally thought she wasn't gonna fucking pull up, bitch. Ya estuvo.
It was a whole ass mission to go to your party, but you know what? I was there.
She was.
Y todavía me dice, like, you got here late. I'm like,
at least I got here. But you know what's funny, you guys? A little funny story about Mireya. Siempre que me mira me deja saber that she likes Danny more.
I'm like, not him putting me on the spot. I mean, what can I say?
What can I say? I do.
I do. Like, it's just like, I don't really like you. Like, I'm here for Danny, not for you. Yeah, like.
It was funny because I think, what was it that day that you asked for Danny, like, if I wasn't just there? Oh, the beauty creations trip.
Beauty creations trip.
Tarde, right? Everybody was already settled in. You know, obviously that trip was like no booze and like Danny no fue. And the first thing she tells me, oh, did Danny come? And I'm like, hello. I'm like, I can't.
And he's like, no, he didn't. I'm like, so why are you here?
I'm like, it's an influencer's trip only.
I'm like,
an influencer
wait,
boyfriend.
I thought he was the influencer, not you.
Oh, I thought he was the popular one.
Like, I thought you were getting clout from him.
Bitch, imagine. Danny wishes. I'm like, don't even hype him up. Right now he's over there laughing.
Dude, I think
like,
Danny's head is getting a little big. You might tip over.
Ya que conocimos un poquito más a Mireya and we got to know a little bit more about her, we're gonna go into the chisme, porque yo sé que ustedes pinches viejas verduleras para eso vinieron.
Con el chisme nos mantenemos.
Literally. I feel like if they're like influencers or YouTubers like didn't give out chisme at all, we'd be pobretones, bitch.
Like, what would we have to offer?
Nothing, literally. So let's go ahead and get started with chisme and cocktails. Hoy nos está ayudando Danny, you guys. So Danny's gonna bring me a little water, and I don't know what he has for Mireya. Mireya was like, lo que pendeje más. So I was like, bring her the bottle then.
Yeah, let's take shots.
I'm like, no, a little fucking truly, bitch. But she wants me to take a shot, you guys, pero ahorita con esta puta dieta no puedo. I used to be tomorrow taking shots.
Mía, for
you
real.
guys, es que subí de peso y obviamente si quiero bajarlo, I have to stop drinking. But like, el chupe be calling me all the time.
Damn,
like, does that ever happen to you?
Ya estuvo que nunca voy a bajar de peso, tío.
I'm like, rude. Pa' arriba, pa' abajo, pa' el centro y pa' dentro. Cheers. Water's so good.
Breakfast of champ.
You know what's funny? I actually was ready a little bit later than usual because she told me que iba a ir to go get your hair done. And I was like, no, esta güey ya va a llegar tarde, va a decir que she's gonna get here an hour late. Por eso te llamé. Because I literally thought you were gonna get here late. But she was actually very punctual.
Calculado.
You know what's actually funny? You're actually, maybe in all the history of Noche de Pendejadas, you're the only guest that has ever arrived on time. And if anything, you've arrived like 5 minutes earlier.
Damn, I deserve a fucking award.
She's like, I deserve $10,000.
I deserve to be paid today.
She's like, sell me now.
Sell me right now. PayPal si quieres.
She's like, paying for my flight ain't enough, bitch. No, but literally, you're the only person that got here early. So when you told me you were 25 minutes away at 11, I was like, oh shit, I gotta hurry up.
Dude, and that says a lot because I'm late to everything. Like, I'm fashionably late to everything. Like, I don't even know who I am.
I like you though.
Today.
I like you because I'm
like
early. Ash, like, you want to fuck
too.
me?
Like,
no, because
Danny.
She's like, threesome Danny. Pa todo quiera Danny. Pa mí que lo quiere más de amigo, you guys. Porque she's like, fucking, oh, Danny. Pa mí que el día de Halloween, you guys, porque Danny tenía un pinche dress, le vio la verga o algo. Cuando se le subió
I'm like, no wonder Alan's there.
All right, you guys, so we're gonna go ahead and start with the chisme. I feel like one of the first questions, it's not really a question I have porque ella sé la historia, but I feel like cuando hablé con ella ayer, I was like, you know what? I feel like your story is so inspirational. And when you told me your story, I was like, damn, that's like crazy that like you went through that. And I feel like a lot of people allá en casita no saben. So we're gonna go ahead and start with a little story time, very, very quick story time about your eye.
Okay, so once upon a time.
Once upon a time, I was born like this. All simple, bitch.
I'm like, yeah, I don't know what happened in the most. I just woke up like this one day. I don't think No, so when I was little, I was 5 years old when I lost my vision. So I was like a normal kid. Like, I had 2 eyes like everyone else. And when I was little, I was playing with my sister and I accidentally poked myself with a headband. But it's like those metal headbands, like las diademas del pelo. I didn't go blind then and there. I went blind when I went to the hospital and the doctors did surgery on me. So then that's when I went blind because they basically like rompieron una talita que tenemos en el ojo that sends like the image to the back of your brain so you could see. I was lucky enough that my eye didn't dry up. That's what the doctors told my mom, that my eye was gonna dry up and I wasn't gonna have an eyeball. I don't know if you guys seen other people that have like a completely like full
prosthetic type of thing?
There's a glass eye and then there's a prosthetic eye shell. So I used to use a prosthetic eye shell for years. I would literally wake up and reach for my prosthetic eye shell. There was nothing else that I would reach for. Phone, you know, normal people grab their phone, look at the phone. No, I grab my eye, put it in my eye, I'll go to the bathroom and start my day. That was just me.
But with your eye shell, you weren't able to see. You would just do it kind of more for yourself.
More for the look because I was bullied my whole life about my eye. So I feel like I grew up hating my eye. I didn't really like it. I didn't embrace it until I grew up and
You're like, I'm a bad bitch.
I realized I'm a bad bitch. And I'm just kidding. I'm like, they're just hating on me.
No. And I feel, no, like, honestly, I feel like it's como se dice, like, I genuinely, you guys, I think it looks cool. It's just so appealing to me. I mean, I'm sure for you, it's like, bitch, it's not appealing for me. But like, for me, it's so, you look good. I feel like it goes with it. I feel like I wouldn't want to see you without like,
that's what my friend says.
You know what I mean?
My friend Carlos, he told me, he's like, if you were to come to me with 2 regular eyes, I'd be like, where's Mireya? Like, you don't look, he's like, this is my normal. And to me, like, a lot of people are like, oh, like, every single time I tell my story about my eye, they're like, so what do you see? Se tapan un ojo? And I'm just like, yeah, like it's dark.
Really like that,
I'm like,
though?
it's dark. Yeah, I'm completely blind out of my left eye. I don't see nothing. I only see out of one eye. So me, like, if I look straight, I could see you. Like, I could see your hands, but I can't see, like, I can't see Danny anymore. Like, I know that he's sitting there, but I don't see him. And like, I have to like really turn my head. And I feel like it comes with, I learned a lot, like in life, like even driving, like I have to, you know, normally you just look in the little mirror and you're good to go. I have to turn my whole head in order to see like if there's someone next to me or it's just things that I learned throughout life. Even doing my makeup, I honestly don't know how I did it, but
you're really bomb at your makeup.
I'm like, I don't know, I just
fucking bomb.
Thank
How
you.
is it like? I mean, you mentioned it right now, apenas. How is it like growing up like this? I feel like obviously there was a huge transition from going one day to being completely able to see to the next day not being able to see. How was that transition in school and just in yourself completely?
to me, it's my normal. Like, this is normal to me. I don't even remember seeing out of 2 eyes. So I feel like if I were to just out of nowhere see out of 2 eyes, I'm like, oh shit, like y'all see a lot. Like,
y'all see too much.
Y'all see too much. Like,
do you have a business and notice things aren't getting any less crazy? Cause me too. Owning a business has taught me that not everything is as nice as it looks. Online shopping isn't slowing down anytime soon. And is your business ready to keep up with the pace? If your answer is no, or if you're unsure, don't worry. I got you with today's sponsor, ShipStation. With ShipStation, you'll never worry about shipping again. Make the switch to a solution that handles all your shipping needs quickly, affordably, and painlessly. ShipStation is trusted by over 100,000 e-commerce sellers. So what are you waiting for? ShipStation keeps tracks of orders from any sales channel. It helps you easily find the best shipping carriers with deeply discounted rates and automates just about any task with just a few clicks. I personally love ShipStation because it saves me money when you compare carrier options and choose the best shipping solution every time. ShipStation works with every carrier so you can always find the best fit for you. What are you waiting for? Save money, time, and your sanity with ShipStation. Ship more in less time with ShipStation and use my code NOCHE to get a 60-day free trial. That's 2 months of free, no hassle, stress, free shipping. Just go to ShipStation.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and type in Noche. ShipStation makes ship happen.
Growing up, it was hard. It was hard being different, especially because kids are so cruel. And they wouldn't even want to play with me. They would say that I had a disease. Like, I was just bullied so much in school that I grew up hating my eye. And there was one story in particular that I got in trouble, which when my mom tells me the story, I'm like, how did I get in trouble? Like, that's crazy to me. There was this one kid that would bully me and my friend, which my friend también tenía su ojito like this. And so I would hang out with her, and there was this kid that would always just bother us and bully us about our eyes. And so then that I had the prosthetic eye shell at the time, they thought I just had a lazy eye, and I popped out the eye and I scared the kid. Like, dude, I bet you this kid till this day he has fucking nightmares. Like, like I guarantee it. Yeah,
that's what he gets.
When my mom went to the school, like, they told her, like, you know, your daughter can't be doing that. Like,
shit.
You know, that's traumatizing to kids. Like, I'm just like, and my mom told them, like, we've complained about that certain kid. Like, if this is what she has to do, she's gonna do it.
Yeah.
It was just, I hid it for years. Like, years. Like, I feel like even in my relationships, I kind of hide it. Yeah, because I thought that they didn't want to be with me because of my eye, you know?
That's crazy. What was the moment, or what made you be like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna pop this shit off and I'm just gonna be me how I am.
That was exactly 3 years ago.
Oh, barely?
Barely 3 years ago. I started social media with my prosthetic eye.
Oh, period.
So then people would see that I would post pictures with, like, you know, 2 normal eyes. And then slowly I started going to the gym. I started loving myself. I think smoking weed helped me a lot. I kind of just, you just give 0 fucks. Like, I was literally in the middle of a session. I'm just like,
you're like,
why am I'm like, why am I hiding this? I'm like, this is literally how I am. I'm gonna live like this for the rest of my life. I should fucking embrace it. It can be beautiful. And it's something that I always tell myself, it's like, it's not a flaw unless you make it one.
Yes.
And I'm so big on that. Like, that's something that I tell myself every single day. Like, it's not a flaw unless you make it out to be one. It's okay to be different. It doesn't matter. And there's a lot of people that till this day, like, they just question it because they seen me, like, with 2 eyes.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like everyone has questions about it.
And I feel like that's something super, super important because, I mean, you're a beautiful girl. Don't get me wrong. But
you hear that, Danny?
We all trying to, like, win her over Danny. But I do feel like because you're so confident about your eye, that even makes you, like, and you embrace it, that even makes you, to me, even more beautiful. I don't know, you can just see, like, the confidence that radiates through you, and I'm like, wow, she's so pretty. And I've always said it. I'm like, I feel like she looks so bomb with it, you guys. Like you said, I feel like seeing you, like, if you were to put your shell on, I would be like, take it off.
Oh, I should have brought it.
You
so
should
I can show you
actually.
guys. I'm like, show and tell right quick. I'm like, I got something so cool to show you guys.
She's like, bring your kid in one
Yeah,
day.
but it's funny because
like,
it's so funny because my brother is the one that taught me how to put on my prosthetic eye shell.
hard? Or is it like a contact lens?
No, it's harder because like, okay, so I'm gonna show you guys, like, if you envision this, okay? Imagínense.
I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make her go home and film like a little video, and I'm gonna overlap it.
Oh, I can actually.
Oh, you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, she's gonna do that for us.
You lift up the top of your eye, and then you lift up the bottom of you lifted this down, and you slide the first part up and then the other part down. So like normally your doctor measures your eyeball, and like it's supposed to like
fit right,
yeah, and so it shouldn't hurt. But I recently seen this girl on TikTok that she has like a Playboy eye on her eye, and I'm like, Miss Girl, I want to be her friend.
Like, you're like, where'd you get that?
Where'd you get that? Like, I need that. Like, for so long, I only had 2 prosthetic eyes. Like, my first one when I was little, and then when you grow up, they give you another one, which they design
for you.
Yeah, they design it. Obviously, when you're an adult, your eye grows. And I had my last one, which I looked like I was cross-eyed. Like, parecía que it was just not it. And I feel like I wish that I would have learned to love my eye sooner, because I look back at pictures, I'm like, girl, like, you look 10 times better like this. Like, you looked a little crazy, you know? I looked like I was just cross-eyed. Like, a lot, like, at first it was the bullying because of my eye like this. And then in middle school and high school, it was because, like, oh, she got a lazy eye. Like, they would always make fun of it. I'm just like...
And you're just like, boo!
And that's like, for real. And that's why I'm telling you, like, you think that you be hurting my feelings sometimes. Remember when you kept apologizing? I was like, no. I was like, I grew up being bullied. I was like, this ain't nothing.
We were drunk. I don't know. It was at the trip. Me and Mireya, we joke around, and I feel like she's very much my humor. Someone asked you if you were born with it, and for some reason I was like, oh, like, no, like, I think like te picaron or something like that. I said it because I remember seeing it somewhere. I don't know where I remember seeing it. And then she's like, everybody looked at me like if I was making like fun of her for that. I'm like, it was like a little awkward.
And then he apologized, and then
she was like,
no,
and then she goes,
like,
no, that happened.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, and I felt awkward. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. She's like, oh no, I have a whole YouTube video on it. Like, it doesn't matter.
I feel like a lot of people are always like, hey, I'm sorry for the question, but I'm like, you don't have nothing to be sorry about. Like, honestly, like, I get it. Like, I look different, and I understand that. Even when I go out in public, I feel people staring at me. Before, I used to kind of hide my face a lot. Now I'm just like, I smile, I look at them. You gotta kill them with kindness.
More? Like, when they dog you like badly, do you ever just like...
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I'm like that now. Like, I kind of just like, you know, and I make them feel kind of awkward because I know that they're looking for a reason. Like, they'd be like, and I'm just like, damn, she had that's so Raven vision. Like, like, she was like, you know, siempre, and it never failed. Like, and now I'm used to it. Sometimes I'm like, I wonder why they're staring at me. And my sister's like, well, maybe because of your eye, you know. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. Like, I'm like, ya se me había olvidado.
So apenas acabaste de decir that a lot of people growing up, and even now, being on social media, question your eye, especially because the people that saw you when you first began, you had your shell on. Y he visto muchas veces where you've gone on live or you've gone on story, kind of defending yourself for people saying that you fake your eye. What do you have to say about that?
Como dice Jenny, like, you can't fake the funk. No, but like, I feel like I normally just kill them with kindness. I don't argue with them. I don't argue with anyone. I hate arguing. So I just explain, like, they're like, well, how come in one of the videos your eye's on the right side and like your other one's like normal? And I'm like, oh, it's because today I woke up bored, and I was like, maybe I want to be blind out of my left eye today, or my right eye. Like, I wake up undecided, and you know, I kind of just make jokes about it. I have a very dark humor, but like.
But I feel like people are so dumb. I feel like I've seen the pics and everything. It's literally like, you guys remember when like iPhones, I feel like some of them still do it. Do they still do them?
Yeah.
Like where they flip the picture?
Yeah. Till this day it does it. Yeah.
I think it's the front camera that does
that. Yeah, the front
right?
camera flips your picture.
Yeah. So I feel like when you take pictures with the back camera and then with your front camera, it looks like it's the opposite eye. But la gente no se pone a pensar. A veces yo pienso que la gente tiene un cerebro nomás por decoración, but no lo usan. You know what I mean?
Literally.
She's like, you took the words out of my mouth.
I'm like, not them with their chia brains. I'm just like, dude, like, it's just, I don't know why people would lie about such thing, but I've heard about it. So I'm not even mad at them for like, you know, diciendo like, oh, she's faking it. Like, I guess I get it. But like, I honestly, I wouldn't, why?
I'm like, why would I fucking like,
why would I
go out of my way to fake this?
Fake being blind, you know, like that's something big. Like I'm not gonna just be like, oh, today, like, maybe I
feel like that'd be a fucking lie hard to keep up with.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be like caught up the first week, bitch.
Me?
I'm like, I'd give a. I'd be like, you know what? I had surgery yesterday. I'm like, good now.
Nah, we good.
It'd be hard. You are from Michigan. And, you know, as an influencer, I feel like being an influencer, yo pienso que mucha gente have this like, oh my God, you're an influencer. You have to be in LA. What are the challenges you have faced being in the Midwest opposed to the West Coast?
As an influencer, I feel like it's hard being from over there just because people think that it's okay to take advantage of you because you're not from LA, or they want to just like pay you shit because you're not from LA. And it's hard because I know that there's like a lot of people out here in LA that do the same thing. So me being from Michigan, it is harder to get like jobs or opportunities that people from over here get.
It's more accessible here, yeah.
Over here, there's opportunities. Like, I come here and I get opportunities every single day because I meet new people and whatever the case is. But from Michigan, it's hard because nobody really does this in Michigan.
Yeah.
Like, así que escuches un influencer.
I feel like you're the only person I know that's from Michigan.
That I know, me personally, I don't know anyone else that does it. I know makeup artists that like are, you know, trying to grow, but it is definitely hard to grow in Michigan. It is hard. I feel like because I look different, and I've gotten this from a girl that came to my house one time, and she sat in my chair and told me like, I think that you have all these followers and like all your clients because of your eye. And I'm just like, or maybe because of my talent too, but you know, I mean, my eye does make me look different. Yeah. So maybe you know, it's a win. Everything happens for a reason.
I mean, you're fucking where you're at for yourself, for you, for who you are as a person. You know what I mean? I feel like you recently, going back to that topic about companies trying to pay you less, do you feel like it's a sense of like, oh, in Michigan they might pay, this is the minimum wage, so si le ofrecemos un poquito más pero que sea menos de LA, she'll be happy? Is it very much that?
Yeah, I feel like one time I had a mentor tell me like, don't settle for less. It's like the reason why you're getting paid this is because anyone from Detroit, like, hey, like, I'll pay you $100 if you do this. Like, anyone from Detroit is gonna be like, oh shit, for sure, like, let's fucking do it. And I've learned not to do that because I know that like I'm selling myself short, and I know what I'm worth. To this day, like, I stopped freelancing. Even like me doing makeup, like I started off as doing makeup on clients. I used to freelance from home. They don't even pay what you're supposed, like over here, like they pay good for makeup artists. In Michigan, like, les duele el codo para
What is like the normal, like $20?
They get hurt because I charge $100.
I'm like, girl, I'm over here getting charged like $250.
And Miss Girl, let me tell you, I used to charge, estaba bien pendejita, I used to charge $60. Todavía venía a mi casa y me pedían for un discount.
Oh, girl.
Yes, like I'm telling you,
up.
over there, like it's, and then the audacity of not tipping. Oh my God.
She's like, well, it's your job.
No, y luego I had this one girl that come and she like came and she's telling me how she didn't have her coffee or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, girl, like for sure I have a cafetera. Let's make you a coffee. Like, I'm not rude, you know?
Yeah.
Llegan sus hijos and like, que quieren, no, que no le dio su de comer su papá. And so she's like, she just went to my kitchen, se sirvió cereal a los niños and everything. And I'm like,
Miss Girl, you gotta go.
And I was just saying that,
I'm a makeup artist, not a restaurante.
Dude, and it's not like, you know, growing up in a Mexican household, obviously you're gonna like want to feed everyone and their mama. And like she goes to my house and she feeds her kids and everything. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm not gonna say nothing. But look, me dio coraje es de que after I was done, she was like, oh, like, como somos muchos, like, me deberías de dar un descuento. Te debería de cobrar más. I just fed you. Like, I just fed you and your family. Like, what the hell? There's crazier stories. Like, let me tell you. I was freelancing from my house when I first started, and they broke into my house.
Bitch.
They finessed me. Me dejaron sin nada. Like, they took all my brushes. They took everything. All my makeup.
Hasta tu tele, ¿no?
No, and my TV. But and my 60-inch TV. Yeah.
She's like 60. Don't forget
60,
that.
Yeah, like, but I don't know, when the cops came and everything, in Detroit, let me tell you, like, they don't do nothing about it. Like, the cops will show up probably, if you're lucky, 2 hours after, maybe, hopefully, you're not dead.
Ya muerta, ya.
Yeah, I'm like, hopefully, you're not dead.
Ya nada más a recoger el cuerpo, you guys.
Yeah, they told me, like, don't go in the house and this and that, like, and they tried to get footprints and handprints and fingerprints and everything, and they didn't find anything. But they said that it was definitely, it had to be one of my clients. Yeah. Because they went in there, they didn't go into my son's bedroom, they didn't go in my basement, they didn't go nowhere. nowhere. They went to the kitchen because I had se llevaron mis brochas.
She's like, se llevaron mi pan dulce.
No, se llevaron mis brochas. Acaba de limpiar mis brochas. So like, they went to the kitchen to grab them. And I was like, damn, like, they were there just for my stuff, you know? And so at the time I was scared because obviously like I have a kid, like, you know, that's my home. I was trusting people in my home. Yeah. And after that, I kind of just stopped freelancing from home. Like, my sister told me like, don't stop. Like, you know, that's what they want you to do. They just want you to stop. And I continued for a few. And then I was like, I can't wait till the day I just do not do this anymore. Yeah. I live in the ghetto. Like, it's ghetto where I live. Like,
is it scary ghetto?
Yeah. I have cameras and stuff, so I get notifications all the time. Like, there's a shooting here, there's a shooting there. There was just like a shooting right at the corner of the gas station. They killed a family there at the wrong time, you know, like, y el niño se quedó in the backseat and the parents died. And it's scary. I put a fence up because I have a kid and I know that like I don't live in the best neighborhood. Like, yeah, it's cheap to live over there, but obviously it's cheap for a reason, you know? Yeah. I mean, I'm used to it. I grew up there my whole life, so that's my normal. I feel like whenever I move to a place where it's not ghetto, I'm gonna probably be like, "Where's the sirens at?"
You're gonna miss it.
Yeah, I'm gonna like. Do you watch Shameless when the episode when they were putting the headphones on para escuchaba like the shootings and stuff?
That's how you
I'm
are?
Like, that's my normal, dude. Like, I'm used to it. Yeah, I'm used to like. Wait, you guys don't have shootings here? Like,
I'm like, no. I'm like, you do?
Yeah. I'm like, yeah.
I'm like, are you the shooter? That is fucking crazy, bitch. I feel like I'm a pussy, so I feel like, no, like, BS aside, you guys, like, I'm just a fucking pussy, bitch. Like, if I would have, like, the first shooting, I would have been out.
Really?
The first shooting, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
maldita pobreza.
I'm like, I go back living with my mom. I don't give a fuck. Like,
well, my mom lives on the street from me, so we also. Yeah, like, I'm telling you, I grew up there my whole life, and I was even in a worse neighborhood, like, when I was growing up. But then my brother started getting like in Malos Pasos and stuff, so we moved out like to like a safer side. But honestly, like, unless you move out to the burbs, like where the white people are, then it's all
I feel
the same.
like, you know what, growing up, I didn't live in the best neighborhood either, but one of the things that my mom always, you know, told us, si ustedes no buscan problemas, los problemas no los van a buscar. It's just sometimes like you said.
Well, that's how it is in Detroit. Like, if you mind your business, you're okay. You know, like, I just mind my business. If someone
She's like, I just do makeup online and that's it.
Like, I mean, if they over there like stabbing someone, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna jump in. Like, no, dude, there was one time. No, you think it's like, it's not. We're laughing about it right now, but it's like, it's so serious. Like, I went to the store one time with my son, and this guy just came with the AK, started shooting, like, así como, just like, you know. And my kid, like, he was like, mommy, like, you know, I was like, get down, like.
Sounds like The Purge. Some shit out of The Purge, bitch.
It's crazy. Like, it's honestly like that. Like, I'm not, like, Detroit does put like, it is honestly one of the most dangerous cities. Yeah.
Damn, bitch.
So don't mess with me, right?
She's like, takes out a gun. She's like,
I said what I said.
She's like, I want your man.
Give me Danny right now. I'm taking him home.
She's like, I'm going home with him, bitch. She's like, pero y en tu pinche cuarto. Como acabas de mencionar, you have a 6-year-old son. How is it like juggling being a mom and being an influencer?
Oh, man. I feel like till this day, my kid is 6 years old, and I'd be like, I have a whole kid. Like, who let me be a mom? Like,
how old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay.
I just turned 25. So I 19? Was pregnant at 18. I had him at 19.
Okay, that's a good age.
Yeah. You think so?
I think so. You know what's funny to me? Like, I know people are like, don't get pregnant young. This is my opinion, bitch. I actually like when, like, well, tampoco that young, you know? I like when moms have kids young because then when their kids get old, they don't have to get made fun of that they're like grandma's picking them up and it's actually their fucking mom. Yeah. Because I used to like, well, my mom wasn't old, but I feel like there was kids that would get bullied because their mom's like viejitas, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's funny that you say that because I have 2 little sisters and the teachers tell my mom like, or the teachers tell my sisters like, oh, your grandma came to pick you up, and my mom's like,
like,
you know, and I'm just like, oh shit, like, I would be, I completely get it. With having Pumpkin in my life, I feel like it definitely made me the person I am, because I don't think I would be here where I'm at or echándole ganas at all at life, because my kid is my whole world. I feel like as soon as I go back to the airport, like I'm here every 2 weeks, and when I go to the airport and I land in Detroit, I feel like Hannah Montana. Like, I take off my fucking wig and I'm like a whole mom, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, you know, like, and I feel like it humbles me. Like,
yes.
It definitely humbles me going to Detroit. Trust me. Because I know that, like, the lifestyle over here is completely different. And when I'm over here, I feel like a completely different person. Like, over here,
like, you have to turn a switch on.
Yeah,
like an LA switch. But you really do, though.
Yeah. A lot of people ask me, like, if I would move over here. I'm like, oh, no. I feel like I would lose myself over here.
I haven't moved to LA, you guys. And you know what's funny? When before I moved in here, I've been here, I think, I want to say, what, babe? Like, almost 5 years? Yeah, we're about to be 5 years here in this home. But when we moved here, me and Annette were thinking of moving to LA. But I just can't do the LA lifestyle. It's too fast. It's too fast.
Yeah.
It's too motherfucking fast, you guys. And I feel like a lot of influencers get so lost in the lifestyle that, like, they do drugs. I mean, not that we don't do them. Not that we don't do them here. I'm just kidding.
I'm like...
No, but you know what I mean? I feel like it's just hard to keep up. And I feel like for you, it's so good that, like, you're able to have the best of both worlds, little Hannah Montana moment. Like, you come over here, you get your work done, you fucking do your networking, you fucking do whatever you... Moving me around. Me about to eat it, bitch. Bitch, I've been trying to eat this fucking microphone for the past fucking 45 minutes. I'm like, oh my God.
That diet is not making the cut, dude.
That diet's making me more hungry, if anything. But like I was saying, it just makes you feel like, oh, you know, LA, and then you go back home and you gotta go back home and
I gotta go home,
shit.
Pick up my kid, like I take him to school. Like, I'm just like a whole mom. I'm living two worlds. I do feel like I'm living two lives for sure. But yeah, pumpkin is like the best thing that's ever happened in my life, honestly.
So you've shared a lot about, obviously, actually you've shared somewhat a lot about your relationship, your kid. And for those of you guys that follow Mireya, you are not with the baby daddy.
No.
Having a kid and constantly traveling for work, how do you do it for co-parenting?
So the beauty about this is that, you know, you go halves with a guy, so you go halves in making a kid. I drop off my kid once a week with his dad, and he's a week with me. So we co-parent, we have 50-50 custody, and I like it like that because he gets to actually have his dad and he has his mom, and he loves being with both of us. So it took me a minute to get comfortable with this schedule. Yeah. Now that he's older and he can talk, I'm down for it because he can call me. He can tell me like if someone hurt him or whatever the case is. But when he was smaller, I wouldn't let him stay with his dad.
You're like, fuck no.
No, I'm like, hell no. No, yeah, I would just kind of like take him over there and then pick him up and he'll be with me. And it's kind of ghetto sharing, you know, your kid, but you know, I guess like you can't just like fully keep the kid. Like, I'm like, I guess I'll share him.
I'm like, I fucking guess you made him too.
I guess. But yeah, it wasn't always easy though. Like,
in what way? Like, do you feel like it was just... I mean, I feel like co-parenting is always like a hard thing to do regardless.
I'm so grateful to where we're at now in life, because if you were to tell me like, oh, you know, you and him are gonna get along and you guys are gonna co-parent good, and I would have never believed you. I would have been like, for real? Like, we don't kill each other? Now it's like we co-parent good, like we're friends. I consider him a friend, and I feel like as long as he's gonna be there for my son, he's still a part of my family, you know? Yeah. And it took me a minute to mature and to think that way, because I was young when we split up, and over just petty things, like just a lot of petty things.
Yeah, it's just, I feel like that's very normal. Think about it this way. When you're in a relationship y quedas mal, cada quien a su lado, but think about it like, estás in a relationship, you have a kid. I feel like some people at first, you know, they put their feelings first and, you know, go back and forth because they forget, you know, oh, we still got to do what we got to do because tenemos un niño. And I feel like it's beautiful when I see, you know, parents, forgetting about the stupid issue, which is like their personal problems. And actually, I think it's so beautiful when they get together and they're like, you know what? We ain't doing this shit for us anymore. Like, we're doing it for the kid.
I can't wait for the day that I can be able to like probably even spend a holiday like all together, and I without it being awkward, you know. And like all pettiness aside, like I want that for my kid because I want him to still have his family, you know what I mean? And because he loves his dad, and I'm never gonna like bash him, and like what happened between me and him, it happened between me and him, and that's it. And I feel like with the kid, like it's a different story. Like there's a lot of people that I see like bitter ass baby mamas on like social media, and I'm just like, damn, hasta a mí ya me enfadó tu baby daddy, like you know. I'm not that baby mama, like, you know. The baby mama drama is not with me. Like I'm drama free. I hate the drama.
All right, you guys, so como pueden ver, we are done with the chisme. Como miren, you guys.
I'm like,
puro pinche chisme, me chingué.
I'm like, bring me a shot now. Bring me a shot. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like, don't test me, because I'll give you one. You guys, pero mira, tenía puta set, you guys. And I'm still gonna fill it up. Let's see if there's like a little ASMR moment. Can you hear it? So now we're gonna go ahead and do something a little fun, and we're gonna move on to the Wheel of Pendejadas. Woo! All right, you guys, so for the Wheel of Pendejada, Mireya over here is gonna go ahead and spin the wheel, and whatever challenge she gets is this challenge we're gonna do. So, como pueden ver, Mireya went ahead and spun the wheel, and she got the flip cup challenge. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, you guys. At the count of 3, production's gonna set it up. 1, 2. Ah, you guys, pinche magia, producción a la verga. So, como pueden ver,
somebody gotta eat his ass tonight.
So aquí tenemos a whole ass setup. Y aquí tenemos 5 spoons. Aquí tenemos esta, which is right here. It's gonna be in the middle. And we have our little cups. And first thing we're gonna do is drink the water or whatever's in our cups and flip it. Once you flip it, if I flip it, I go here. If you flip it, you grab it and go here. First one to their side wins.
Okay. I'm ready. Like, my heart's racing.
I know, same bitch. I'm like, ready? 1.
Let's do cheers.
Cheers. Pa' arriba, pa' abajo, pa' el centro, y que gane el mejor, que soy yo. Ugh. I'm like, these cups suck. It's, More me cheating. Oh, and the loser takes a shot. I forgot to mention.
Wait.
No, it's the other way.
This way?
Yeah. I'm like, loser ass bitch. No mames.
Dude, not even one. I think you're cheating. No.
Wait, stays there, because I made it too.
Estúpida. No. Are you kidding?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Me va a ganar la pendeja. Oh. I'm like, can you not? It's not the cup. It's. Oh my god. She's cheating. I'm like, es bruja. It's the cups. It has to be the red ones. Oh. I won! You guys, so we have the tequila here. A ver.
I want a rematch. I feel like you cheated.
Caritas, no caritas. A la 1, a las 2, yeah, last. Wait, show them the whole shot. Oh yeah, arriba.
Look at this.
That is a lot, you guys. Might as well have served her in this one. Ready? 1, 2, 3. No caritas, no caritas. Oh my god. Period. All right, you guys, so como pueden ver, ya jugamos ese jueguito and we're getting to the end of today's episode. Pero antes de que nos vayamos, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it to Mireya para que ella les diga what is next for Mireya Mua. She's like, nothing. She's like, this is the end.
That's it. I'm like, was there something I was supposed to do? I'm currently working on a few projects with a few companies, and I'm actually really excited because it's like things that like I put my whole heart into. There's just a few things that I'm working on, and if you guys would love to be a part of my journey, I would love if you guys come and follow me on TikTok, Instagram. All my social medias is Mireya 2 A's MUA. And yeah.
I remember you told me one of your projects, I'm not gonna say, I'm like exposing it, I know. But I am super excited for you, and I know you guys, when that project does come out, you guys are gonna fucking love it. So make sure you guys go ahead and follow Mireya on our social medias, which I'll leave down below. Y también no se les olvide to follow me on all my social medias so you guys won't miss any future episodes. With that being said, we are getting closer to the end of today's episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you guys haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to Noche De Pendejadas, the podcast, on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you get your podcast. And with that being said, you guys, we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Thank you for
Bye,
having
guys.
me. Bye.